Welcome to another Skyrim guide. My name is Alex, and in this video I'm going to give you a bunch of tips and tricks on how to optimize performance. I'm doing this video as an update for 2020. There's also an older video, but we got more stuff, so make sure you watch until the end. So the first thing that I want to show you is a graphical configuration utility. It's called BethINI, and this doesn't just work for Skyrim and Skyrim Special Edition, it works for other games as well. So basically it's a portable utility you download, you start it, and you have some basic options here. And if you're a complete newbie and you don't know what to do, all you have to do is click on a low, medium, poor preset, because BethINI has its own presets which are more performance friendly and graphical fidelity is actually higher, so you will be gaining performance and graphics at the same time. Use recommended tweaks, but before you do that, make sure you go to the setup tab and select your game, select game path. If you're using mod organizer, a modded version of Skyrim like I am, set that path, and configuration path is very important. In my case I would go with mod organizer full build because that's what I'm playing from. Now to test this, on the general tab you have something like intro logos. You can disable that, then go to basic, save and exit, go into the game. If there's no intro logos, you've connected it properly. If there is intro logos, then you need to go back to the setup tab and fix it. You have a lot of options here. You can disable anti-aliasing completely or use the FXAA version. Disable VSync, that's not needed. Lock frame rate, there's no point in your GPU producing more frames than your monitor can output. General tab, some settings, gameplay settings, interface settings. Now here, detail, view distance and visuals, that's where you will be getting a lot of stuff. But if you're not sure, just put your tooltip, put your mouse and the tooltip will show up so you can read more. And if you're not sure, if you're a complete newbie, then just go to basic, select a preset, recommended tweaks, save and exit. If you connected it properly, you're done. But one thing to note is the only setting that I know of that's kind of different is grass diversity. And here, if you want to gain performance, you actually have to increase this, not decrease. So that's kind of counterintuitive. And but that's how it works for some reason. Let's see what else we have. Shadow resolution, 2K is totally fine, even 1K. You remove all of that stuff and play around, save and exit, and you're done. So BethINI is one of the most important things. If you do one thing from this video that I'm going to show you, make sure it's this one. Now, if you know how to mod Skyrim, actually if you don't know how to mod Skyrim, then go to my playlist. You will see a quick guide on how to get started with modding. It's very easy. I'm going to show you a bunch of mods now. The first two are called Unofficial Skyrim Special Edition patch and SSE Engine Fixes, and these two mods are a must-have in my opinion because they fix hundreds of gameplay issues as well as the engine itself of Skyrim. Makes the game so much better. It might not directly improve your performance, it could improve your performance indirectly, but basically less crashes, all those things, and it's totally worth it. I would say must have. Those are the two very important mods. Next we have Skyrim Project Optimization. Now this mod will help with your interior performance, and what it does, it simply unrenders stuff that you cannot physically see. So let's say you're on the upper floor of a building, there's no point of having a bunch of objects rendered below you. This mod will simply unrender that stuff and free up your load in interiors. I'm getting pretty much 60 FPS in interiors, so pretty sure that helps a lot. Next we have also a very big mod actually, well maybe not big in size but does a lot of things. It's called Paramount FPS Galore. And this is basically a compilation of fixes, optimization and removals. So for example, it removes clouds from the sky and the map, removes a bunch of leaves, falling stuff, fog and mist, all of that stuff. Small pebbles, procedurally generated objects that you don't really need. I actually prefer the game without them. Removes all the stuff from the water because water stuff gets rendered even if you're not in water, so there's no point in having it if you don't care about it, like I don't. So make sure you install FPS Galore. Very effective mod. Then we have simply optimized textures for SSE. Now these are basically the same as vanilla textures in Skyrim Special Edition. The only difference is that the author has optimized them and saved them in the correct formats, saving you a lot of VRAM and basically less than 0.1% quality loss, so you would be crazy not to use this. You get more FPS, less VRAM consumption. Awesome. One thing that I would also like to say is I'm not sure if I already mentioned this, but I'll mention it again. Stay away from ENBs, stay away from CPU heavy mods like Warzones when you have a lot of NPCs fighting on the screen that will kill your performance as well, and stay away from custom textures, they will clog up your VRAM like crazy. Then we have Revamped Exterior Fog. Now this is for Skyrim Legendary Edition, but I use it on SE and works as well. It will remove fog, not necessarily increase your performance a lot, but makes the game more clear. Then we have Interior Floating Fog removal. And the floating fog is basically different. As you can see, it definitely makes the game look more clear. Then we have remove interior fog, which removes a different type of fog. As you can see, this is a little bit different than the previous one. And then finally we have no more radial blur, and this will increase your performance a bit. Make sure you get them all. And after that we have another thing that I would like to talk about briefly, and that's LODs. Now for LODs we have two tools. One is SSELODGen and another one is dynamic distant LODs, Dyndolod. And what Dyndolod basically does, you see all these objects here that you see, those are basically textures, small objects that get transformed into the real ones as you get closer. So I'm not going to talk about how to install and use this because it is a little bit more comprehensive. I would need to make a separate video, which I will, so make sure you subscribe. But from my personal experience, I went with the medium setting with Dyndolod, and you have a lot of guides. I'll leave you this article as well to read, and there's a lot of videos on YouTube as well. I went with medium settings, and it basically gained me performance, made my game freeze less often, so less VRAM consumption, and it made it look much better. So win-win in the end. So there you go, this quick little performance guide. There's no point in talking about this for half an hour. There is a written guide in the description below, so if you want to read, go take a look at that as well. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And if you have anything else to add, feel free to add as well. And that's it. Good luck, and I'll see you guys in the next video.